cozze con finocchio e zafferano. Mussels with saffron and fennel. Delicious flavors. Mussels are good. People just love mussels. The question is that they must be fresh and nice and plump and full. Let's put some oil and the sliced onions. Okay. And then we'll tackle the fennel. The fennel, these little fronds here, you save them. This is great for soups. If you do vegetable stack, this is great. But otherwise, I'll put it just on the side. This is great. Okay. Just as you would parsley, you kind of chop it up a little bit. So how do you clean a fennel? Usually you take out the outside, let's cut the fennel just like that. Just the core. Cut the core is the one that's a little tough. And then we'll slice it thin because we want to put it in with the mussels and the onions. Okay. I think we can put... Okay. Let's put that in there. Salt to season just the vegetables because the mussels really don't need salt. A little pepperoncino. And saffron is that luxurious kind of spice, if you will, that really adds a golden color and also a very kind of minerally, saffrony flavor. To reconstitute it, you put it in some stock. So just spread your saffron in there. Here, I'm going to just add a little bit of wine to let this cook a little more. Mussels. So here are the mussels. What you want with the mussels is that a mussel is nice and heavy when you buy it. Usually it has a little beard here. You just clean that out, you wash it, and you check it out. So I'm looking at this one. If it's open, you don't want it, but sometimes a mussel is alive and it will close on itself like that. Then you know it's okay. You see, it's closing. And that means that it is nice and fresh. Let's throw the saffron. You see how golden yellow nice the stock is? And the saffron threads will melt some more in here. Let's just empty the mussels right in there. And you see a nice big pot because they will open a little bit and they'll need even more room. And you blast your heat. Fish needs to be cooked at high temperature, quick, because you don't want to overcook it. Let's close it in so it will kind of build up the steam and open quicker. And here I have a question. So Laura McKinnon from New York asks, do you have some classic combinations of different fish that pair well with certain herbs or spices? I'm getting bored of my usual lemon and garlic combo. Well, lemon and garlic is great for fish, but as you see here we have fennel, here we have onion, here we have saffron. There's different elements already right here in cooking fish, and you can use this combination in cooking other fish. But certainly, tomatoes, great pairing for fish. And tomatoes, sometimes you can add to it olives, green olives, black olives. Capers are a good fish element because it brings that brininess, that kind of almost almond bitterness to cooking fish. It's delicious. So be creative. If you like something, try it. And I bet you it'll work out well. Let's see. So they are beginning to open. Well, let me show you. You see, when it's open like that, that's done. You don't want to overcook it because then it begins to shrivel again. You see how nice and plump. But there's other ones that are not open, so I'm gonna put the fronds right in here, okay? And I'll give it a few more minutes right in here to open, and it's gonna be done. Celebrate like an Italian. Fetunta. I know all Americans like garlic bread, but if you want to do it the Italian way, you make fettunta. You grill your bread first. You don't put oil or anything on the bread. You grill your bread nice and dry, just like that. You get some good olive oil, some garlic, and you crush the garlic, just like that. A little brush, and voila. Okay, and while it's still hot, so you take the garlic and you just rub it. There's enough garlic scent here to really carry you through, and then you just brush it lightly with the oil. So you have the freshness of the garlic, you have the freshness of the olive oil, and voila. Fettunta actually means fetta, which is a slice, and unta, which is greased. So it's greased slice. And you know, a platter of fettunta, a nice bowl of meatballs, there's nothing better than that. Okay, all right. And I'm gonna let the sauce continue to cook while I fish the mussels out. Let me just, if you're doing it individually, let's do the juice and the stock. Okay, I'm gonna put some on my individual right here so that we have enough in there as well. And then, actually, we'll do it just like that. You can put the bread just alongside like that. And, of course, just like that. And, mamma mia, quick fish dish. But this is the way, and this is the individual. So, where do I go? Well, maybe this one, it'll be less noticeable of me. And you know what I usually do? I break this part off, and that is, and I go in, and I get some of the juice right in the shell itself, and I just slurp it down. And you know, you can just keep on going. These are so light and so good. So, don't tell me you don't like to cook mussels, because your guests will love to eat them.